and I like being here with you. Oh, I actually did not go live. There's no way. All right, everybody. Can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, please. Because I have a funny story, which I'll tell you. All right, what's up, everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, all right. Well, then I have a funny story because I actually forgot to click the go live button, which I can show you, but I forgot to go live. So I just talked for 10 minutes to nobody. That's the story. So I'm sorry. I really, look, I already streamed for about, I can check it. I already streamed for about like 7 minutes before this, just talking to I thought to all of you. But then I saw the button like go live, and yeah, so I was not live yet. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Right now we'll do a yeah, it's crazy. And Andy, I also replied to you that you said it's the end of the bull market. We'll get into that in a moment. And guys, please stop it. But I don't think this is the end of the bull market yet, all right? So basically what I just spent 5 minutes talking about, and I'll do it quick right now, is that Bitcoin right now is definitely dumping, but we're not bearish yet, all right? If you just look at the technicals, the most important level we have is right here between like around 69,000. Look, this is the 1 hour time frame. I don't use the 1 hour time frame often. But here you can see that we have like a 0.5, 0.618, and the 200 EMA in this little box right here, in this support area. And so far, that's been holding. Now, are we bullish? No. All right. What needs to happen from this level is we need to get a very strong bounce. If we don't get a strong bounce from here, and we drop down below 68,600, well, then on the short term we're bearish. And you can expect us to drop down lower than this. But at this point of time, I think we're not fine, but we're also not super bearish, all right? This level is still holding. If you look at the open interest, we're losing momentum. Basically, since yesterday afternoon, we have lost momentum, and that's still going on, as you can see with this spike. However, we've also found support so far at a strong level where usually the open interest bounces. So in short, and that's also what I said back when I was streaming for myself. In short, we have to wait for some confirmation and some clear direction from Bitcoin. All right. And normally, and I'll tell you what we'll do in the stream in a moment. But normally, what I would do in this situation is I would just wait for Bitcoin to find some strong support, to potentially get bullish again from here. Or alternatively, to really turn bearish, right? So if Bitcoin right now really turns bearish, so it drops down below 68,600 and it really closes below that level, well, that's a good cue that, all right, well, the bullish momentum and this whole bullish momentum we had right here might have been fake. So yeah, that's something we're still waiting for. And honestly, I cannot give you a clear prediction on that. We'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait for certain levels to break. If, like I said, if this level right here at 68,600 or 68,500 breaks as support, we're probably going to be bearish. While on the other hand, if we can do some sort of a reclaim of 70,000 or 70,200, that would be great. And then I think we have a good chance to be bullish again. But that would also need to come with a strong bounce from the open interest right here. And we're not getting that yet, all right? And usually I like to see the price bounce quickly. The longer it takes, the less momentum we have, and the smaller the chance gets that we actually bounce. So that's something we'll have to wait for. So basically what we'll do in this video mainly is we'll go over my trading routine. All right, so I basically have a routine. I basically have some sort of a rhythm of going through the markets, and then based on that, and we'll just go through that, and then we'll find some setups, or we will not. But that's something we'll see. All right, so that's what we will do. I already and just let me know down in the chat if you want to see some specific cryptos analyzed, because we can do that in the middle as well. So for example, Athena is on my watch list, right? So you can see here on the right, it's my watch list. Athena is on there, so we were about to cover it either way. But Athena right now, look, what I would say is, again, Athena, it's not doing much. I mean, Athena overall still looks relatively bullish, I would say. But there's certain things I would wait for. Like personally, I think this channel is quite interesting, right? So if you think this channel is holding so far, then the most important and the most interesting support level is, and let me quickly change some things up. The most interesting support level is this support level right here at like 1.17 and 1.15. You can also see historically that's a pretty significant support. I'll just tell you, if you're going to spam one crypto, I'm not going to take a look at it. So my row will not be covered in this stream. It's come on, man, you're better than that. Yeah. I'm going to hide your new username because this is crazy. Come on, man. All right, but so for Athena, to get back into it, and we can also do that on the 1 hour time frame. There's multiple levels I'm looking at right now. I would say the most interesting level is this level at 1.28 and at 1.15, because what I would like to see, because Athena is still super bullish. All right, Athena right now is at like a market cap of 1.7 billion dollars. If you look at what's backing Athena, it can go much higher. All right, so what I'm looking at and what I'm always looking for is that while the open interest is going up, which is not the case right now, so I would not buy Athena either way, but while the price is going up, I would look for a reclaim. So for example, right now, if Athena breaks above 1.28, which is a respected level, especially the level between 1.25 and 1.28, if we break above that and the open interest is going up, that's interesting. But if that doesn't happen, I would just expect us to fall down lower, all right? And then, for example, this level at 1.17 and 1.15, from there we have because technically that's such a strong level, from there we have a good chance to get a bullish breakout. So that's the main thing I'm looking for Athena. I think overall, if you really zoom out, this is still bullish, and I don't see right now that it's bearish. So if there's no reason to believe it's bearish at this point of time, then I'm bullish on it, and I expect it to go up higher. But that's not really how I trade, all right? The way I trade is that, look, if Athena right now falls down below 1.15, it's bearish. I would not, because it looks bullish, long from this level. Wait for some confirmation, then long, and then you also have confirmation that the bullish momentum will continue. A chance that Athena goes back to 86 cents. 86 is not all-time lows, by the way. All-time lows are down here at like 60 cents. But is there a chance? For sure. If Bitcoin right now turns bearish, and if Bitcoin starts dropping down heavily, Athena will fall down as well. That's the honest truth. So if the market really turns bearish here, look, Athena is great and it has great backing, but that will affect Athena as well. So yes, there's a chance, but at this point of time, I would say it's most likely that we'll get up to 1.5 instead of 86 cents. All right, guys, let's quickly go over my trading routine, and then I will do some more requests. All right, so I just want to quickly look at some stuff, see if there's some open interest going up. You can see that XVG looks quite interesting. So that's a Verge, which is a bit of a scam coin, as you can see, but this might be interesting. So this is Verge, all right? So look up XVG. So what you can see with that, my personal trading style is very much based on breakouts. So what you can see right here is that there is momentum building up, but the main level we need to break above is like between 1 cent and 1.05. So I'll just put my price alert above that and enter if it breaks above that. Not 100% sure because XVG is a bit of a scam coin, as you can see. But that's quite interesting. Mobile, XVS, Tensor. I mean, in general, Tensor is quite interesting, right? So this is a new coin that launched yesterday. It's a Solana coin, also has great backing, and it has a strong resistance level right here between $2 and 2.05 cents. This is something I think you need to watch, all right? Because Tensor right now, what's interesting is that it has volume of about $1.4 billion and a market cap of only $240 million. So this is an interesting coin I would look at. And then ideally what you see is that we have this resistance level right here so that we get up there and that will break above that. If we can do that, I think we can go all the way up to like 2.5 and 2.7 right here. So that's an interesting one, and that's also gaining strong momentum right here. And then apart from that, yeah, Zeus is showing some momentum here. Someone requested Ohm. So what you can see with Ohm, which overall I think Ohm is actually, it's a serious project, but the price action here and there is a bit shady, right? So what you can see is that you basically have these spikes, or at least these huge rallies in open interest. And then what happens is that Ohm rallies a lot in a short period of time and then consolidates. So you need to see a rally like that coming, and that's in general not easy to do. So if we look at Ohm technically, at this moment, it's a weird crypto to trade, right? I mean, there's not much to go off of. You can see that there's a significant resistance level right here at 85 cents. That's an interesting level to watch. Like if we break above that, then we can actually, or then in my eyes, Ohm actually gets interesting. And it also looks bullish because you can see that there's some sort of an bullish trend going on, especially lately, especially since that bottom the 2nd of April. But I would just wait for the breakout. All right, so Ohm looks bullish. All right, most likely it will go up, but just keep your eyes on 85 cents. If we can break above that on the 4-hour time frame, we're great. Otherwise, it's just slowly moving up, but it's also a bit of a manipulated crypto, so I wouldn't spend too much time on it. Saga, I haven't looked at Saga today. I mean, it launched today, right? Is this Saga? Oh, Saga also has a lot of momentum. Wow, I completely missed this. This also launched on Binance. Yeah. But I'm not sure when. Oh, it actually was a launch pool project. Wow, I completely missed that. Wow. Saga is a layer 1 to launch other layer 1 blockchains. That sounds interesting. But no, I actually have not looked at Saga at all. So let me quickly look at it right now. It's a very new one, so technical analysis on this is difficult to do, all right, just in general. But if you look at Saga, the way I would look at this is probably just wait for some sort of a breakout again, all right? It's a new crypto. It has a $600 million valuation. To me, sounds quite high. But if Saga can actually gain some momentum, which it will surely do, and no, Andy, that's not true. I mean, the price you can see on Binance is not the price that you could have actually bought it for. The price you can see on Binance is basically the price that investors bought it for. So no retail could buy it for that. No retail could buy it for that price. At this moment, I would say like to be safe, I would wait for like $7 to break. You can see that $7 outside of being a psychological level is also a bit of a respected level. So if that breaks, it gets interesting. If we drop down to $5, that's also interesting because that's a very, very strong psychological support level. Otherwise, I wouldn't do too much with it, honestly. Shut it down. Well, thank you for the donation. It's I think one of the first donations I've gotten while streaming. But I also haven't streamed in like months. So skit on Soul. Let me find that out. Is it can I just easily find it on Twitter, or do you need to send a link? Because you can also send the link, and then I can check that out. Because I have skit right here, but it's just someone. So yeah, send me the, well, I can also just look up Bitmart skit 12th April. All right, yeah, this is it, I think, right? Success kit. It's just a meme coin. I mean, I don't necessarily have that much of an opinion on that. What has it done? 4,000 followers, gaining decent engagement right here. My Twitter doesn't work very well, so I cannot see much. Yeah, I mean, it's just a meme coin, man. Oh wow, the website is under construction. I don't have a clear opinion on this. They do seem to have some good engagement. Was it promoted by some big people? Because I can see that, well, under the followers there's nobody that's huge. There are some strong KOLs, but they're following Joe Paris. Maybe he's shilling it a little bit. I'm not sure. I mean, I would just wait for it. If it launches at a decent market cap, then that's fine. Is it already live right now, by the way? Because then I can look at the charts real quick. Yeah, the constant dumping of Wormhole, Eddie. It's a bit weird because Wormhole is gaining a lot of, wow, can I type? Yeah. So Wormhole is gaining a lot of momentum, but I think the amount that has been airdropped to the Wormhole community has been so much that even with the momentum going up like this, the selling is just too strong. All right, and right now the market circumstances also don't help because while we were checking out Success Kit, Bitcoin is falling down lower. And remember, if Bitcoin breaks down below 68,600, it's we're going to probably be bearish. All right, so just keep that in mind. But the next 100x blue chip for Success Kit, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Honestly, look, usually you can see Success Kit did very, very well at the start right here. And there it actually went up a lot. Like if the early buyers of Success Kit right here actually did do a 100x or did a 200x even. But usually if a meme coin like this actually gets this huge bullish momentum and then starts to drop back down, usually it doesn't do that great anymore. And I mean, if he says it's a 100x blue chip, that Joe Paris guy, I think, but I'm not sure about this. Like if you go to his channel, which I am interested about looking at what that looks like because I don't follow him. But if you look at this, look, this is all paid for. So he's getting paid for all of these videos and he's getting paid thousands of dollars. All right. So I would be careful with trusting him. All right. I do some paid promotions here and there as well, but only if I think the project has real potential. And if he recently promoted Skit, then if he promoted it right here in the last 7 days, I find that a bit unresponsible because Skit right now just looks like it's doing nothing. Look, you can keep this in on your watch list and watch for it or wait for it to gain some momentum. But before that, it's probably doing nothing. All right, so those are my thoughts. Let me. So yeah, I mean, before we getting into some other things, Bitcoin right now, it's pretty worrying. All right, the next 4 hour The next 4-hour time frame candle is crucial. If that candle actually is able to break above 69,000 or at least stay above of that, then that's great. But if we actually fail to hold this level, there still is support at 68,600, like I said, but this is not looking great. You can also see that, oh wow, what is this? Wow. Okay, this is interesting. the stream is getting interesting, guys. Because look at this one, the open interest. If this is correct, I'm not sure if it is. But the open interest right here just rocketed up. And I'm not. I actually want to have a look at this. Wow, this is. It depends. All right, let me look up the CVD right here. This is not. This is. What is this? This is pretty ridiculous. Maybe, look, if the open interest spikes up like this, what that means is that either a lot of long positions are opened all of a sudden, or a ton of short positions are opened. Yeah, is it longs, you think, Pudge? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, can we zoom in a bit more and find it out? Look, if you look at this, the CVD actually goes down, all right? So I'm not sure if it's longs, but it is interesting. This is super interesting because that means that we're going to get some big moves. Now, I don't feel comfortable telling you that this is going to be bullish, all right, yet. Maybe it just, again, it depends on those technicals. But this is something, all right, and it does mean something, and it will matter. But we'll keep an eye on that, all right. Quickly, I still want to do some analysis as well, all right. Where I started the stream to actually find some trade setups, and to find out what's interesting. Not to look at what Bitcoin is doing all of a sudden. But damn, but actually, look, if these are they could be shorts, could be longs. The CVD is pretty neutral. The CVD is even negative. So that's not always the best gauge to find out what this is. But that would mean that these are mostly shorts. I guess we'll find out. But all right, let's look at some more things. Let's see if some things are recovering real quick or so. Here you can see the V delta, so the volume for most cryptos, except for NEAR. NEAR is actually holding on very well, and someone requested that as well. NEAR has been very, very strong, and you can also see that still in an uptrend right here. It's respecting the uptrend, and this price movement. So this is basically, yeah. I'll check the liquidation heat map in a moment. But I really suspect that it's both. But if you look at this movement, right? So you have these spikes, short range down, kind of a bullish flag, spikes, short range down. That reminds me of what we did kind of right here. Right here you can also see that NEAR had those spikes, bullish flag, spikes, bullish flag, spike, bullish flag, spike, bullish flag. So this is, in my eyes, this is very... It's not completely similar, but it is quite similar, right? So this. So I'm still bullish on there, but it is dependent on my monitors almost shutting off. It is still dependent on what Bitcoin does. I'm sorry. This is crypto, guys. Everything just matters. Everything just really depends on what Bitcoin does. And we'll have to wait for that. And I probably won't be live for that anymore. I'm going to quickly turn off my monitor. Hopefully it will not turn off the stream. It shouldn't. You might even still be able to see me. Oh no, actually, wait. No, it's actually fine. All right, let's quickly. So yeah, oh, okay. This doesn't need any commentary. We can still look at the liquidation heat map, but all of those positions are closed. And fetch, Nicholas, we will look at that in a moment. But if you look at the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin right now, I would suspect that most of the liquidation is still to the supply side, but I'm not too sure. We just liquidated a ton of people. By the way, so can I see some aggregated liquidations? Yeah, so we just liquidated, well, what is this? I think this is in Bitcoins. So we just liquidated like 9 million Bitcoins. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but a huge liquidation. The last time we got a liquidation as big as we did in the last hour was the 3rd of April. 3rd of April, we also got a big liquidation, which was right here. And after that, we were bullish. So if that counts for something, I'm bullish. but no, this is pretty crazy. It's and if you look at the liquidation heat map, most of the liquidity now is taken. So if there's one moment we should move up and we should bounce, it's now. And if we don't bounce now, that's not great. And by the way, guys, I am to kind of talk about my positions. I'm accumulating alt right here. This looks bullish in my eyes. It's long term, all right? Because if you long term look at this, this just looks like a bullish market structure. And I know that there's some smart traders also in this, and I'm also in Phantom. So Phantom I entered earlier today. I would say so far it's doing good, all right? Because Phantom, if you look at this and you look at Bitcoin, Phantom has been holding on pretty well, and Andre Cronje, one of the creators behind Phantom, has been talking about it quite a lot. So I would look into a position on this. It's up to you in the end. I did send it as a signal in the signal group as well. It's up to you, but it's definitely interesting to watch. So Fetch, I have a clear opinion on Fetch, because Fetch right now, we'll do Manta after this. Wasim, welcome to the stream. And Lennon Athena will not 10x anytime soon. I don't think so, unless it pulls a Luna, but I don't think so. No, but if you look at Fetch right now, it's very much consolidating, right? So you can see the EMAs right here in the middle are flat. Fetch on its own, I haven't looked at this, but I would assume that the open interest is kind of flat as well. Yeah, kind of. It's moving up and down, but the open interest is not doing a lot. So we also don't have a lot of momentum. So personally, the main level I'm looking at for I left Wormhole, and I sold it at a loss earlier this morning. Small loss, nothing too meaningful, but Wormhole in general didn't look too great anymore. We'll look at that in a moment, because a lot of you are interested in that. But for Fetch, main level I'm looking at is 2.95 and $3. All right, if you look at this right now, we are basically back in this consolidation between $3 and 2.3, 2.25. I expect us to just bounce around in this level, all right? And then once we hit 2.95 and we break above that, that's when I'll buy. And purely long-term, you're fine, all right? Purely long-term, Fetch is going to do great. Once we get, for example, if OpenAI launches Sora, so the tool they have to build or to generate those AI videos, once they release that, or once anything else comes out, AI will rally again, and Fetch will definitely be strong. So Wormhole right now technically is just super bearish, and that's why I left the position. Look, I opened Wormhole right here at $1, and right here it looks strong, right? So we broke above the 28 EMA, we broke above the 50 EMA, so technically it looked like we actually had some potential. But we lost that right here. And yesterday we had one last spike, but that also just respected the 50 EMA right here. So purely technically, Sunday afternoon we turned bearish, and I should have closed it then. I closed it this morning at 95 cents, so that's a loss of about 5-6%. I closed it then because the market structure then was just very bearish. All right, even this trend line right here did not hold up the price. So I would assume that Wormhole will continue to fall until we get a bullish breakout. That's the best way to go about it, I would say. And just when I said Phantom might be interesting, it's falling again. So that's interesting as well. Bohm, I made a video on Bohm this morning, guys. Come on. I make these videos for a reason. You can just look it up, and that's enough. And also, by the way, I just uploaded a video, this video right here, the 3 new crypto projects with potential. I would 100% watch that, all right? These projects, I think, actually have potential. And I don't want to write 10x potential in the title of the video, but I do really think that these have some real potential. So check that out. But this morning I also covered Bohm, all right? So in general with Bohm, BOEM is not doing much right now, and I'm also just waiting for a bullish breakout. So this level is the main level to break out above 1.5 cents, so 0.015. If we break above that, I will probably enter. If not, I don't care. I don't, frankly, I mean, I don't mean that the wrong way. But frankly, unless BOEM gets a bullish breakout and gets some strong bullish momentum, there's no reason to even look at it. So 1.5 cents, main level to break. We break above that, great. We don't, I don't care. Yes, it's a Dutch accent, want ik ben inderdaad Nederlands. But that's, it just feels weird, right? Because I've been making these videos for 2.5 years and I've never spoken, well, I did Dutch once. I think if you look up, I think if you look up Cilinix crypto Dutch or Cilinix Dutch or something like that, I think you can find one video, but not sure. But all right, just a quick tangent. Will Bitcoin fall deeper? It depends. It depends on this next hour 4 candle, all right? If this next 4-hour candle breaks down below 68,600 and 69,100, we will be bearish. If we can hold that, we're fine. And technically, we still are bullish then. This might also just be some movement before the core inflation rate tomorrow. Even though normally I would say that it doesn't matter much. The inflation rate, CPI, Bitcoin hasn't really been correlated to the dollar strength index in the last period of time, so I don't think it matters. But sometimes you do get these weird moves ahead of that, so it might have something to do with it. I don't know. There was one more, yeah, Shiba Inu. A lot of people are talking about Shiba Inu right here. So let me quickly look at that, and then we will almost stop. All right, let me. I'll just keep my eyes on the chart to see if we can actually see some positions. If anything on the short term is doing anything right here. Nah, not really. There's not much going on, guys, right now, to be completely fair. Shiba, yeah, Shiba right here. Shiba is not sure what to say about Shiba. I mean, Shiba right now technically is, again, it's kind of consolidating, right? So it's kind of moving towards one another. I think at some point of time Shiba is going to break out, but at this moment, and I hate to say this, all right, I would much rather tell you what I think is going to happen and that we'll have a big breakout, etc. But if you look at Shiba right here, there's just not much going on. So I think ultimately the main level to watch is this level between 3,000 and 3,200. If we can break above that, great. But I don't expect it. I think we'll just very boringly, but I think it's closest to the truth. Very boringly, I think we'll just move in this consolidation here. All right, let's great name, by the way. Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. After these fall, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not even sure if we will actually fall yet. For me, it really still depends on this 4-hour time frame candle. I would not be surprised if we bounce back above 71,500 in the next 24 hours. So I think we'll still have to see if Bitcoin really turns bearish. So if we really drop down to like 60,000 again, then we will see a lot of altcoins drop down to very low levels. But again, it depends. I don't think all the RWA and all the AI narrative coins will drop down so deep. So there will always be strong ones. There will always be weaker cryptos, and you just need to keep an eye on that. And then lastly, this is the last one will be Abhishek. I did an update on, or I did an analysis on Athena at the beginning of this video, but we'll do Manta because Wasim has been asking it from the start. So we'll do Manta, and then I'll have to close the stream. I haven't analyzed Manta in a while, so I have to do some analysis right here. But if you go to the daily time frame, I think that will actually tell us quite a lot. Manta right here, yeah, it also looks quite boring. All right, what you can see is that first of all, Manta is a bit of a weird move in crypto, which has been the case for a longer period of time. But you can see right here that it's kind of moving sideways in this region, right? So a very strong resistance level is 3.3, and then we have a strong support level at 2.5, which is obviously also a psychological support level. So the best thing to do is to wait for one of those two levels to break, which takes patience, all right? And this is actually a bit more interesting. Like if you zoom in a bit more, what you'll see here is that there is a bit of a divergence as well. No, but the open interest right here is showing some promise, right? If this open interest keeps going up, then Manta can actually get a bullish breakout. But at this point of time, I would say just wait, all right? It just depends too much on Bitcoin. You can see right now we are reacting very, very much to what Bitcoin is doing. So Manta on its own is really not doing much. So I can tell you what I expect. What I expect is that we will drop down to this level right here. If Bitcoin stays relatively bullish, we'll hold that level and we'll get back up to 3.3. But I don't see any indication that we will break above 3.3 yet. So we'll just very boringly again, just move sideways in this area. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's the stream for today, guys. It's like I said, to quickly end this on an important note. The most important thing right now is the next 4-hour time frame candle, which closes in about 30 minutes. We need to get some sort of a close above at least 69 or 68,600. I truly do believe that if we drop down below 68,600, you should expect more bearish momentum. So keep your eyes on that, but that's what you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know. All the links to my Telegram, to my Discord, all super valuable in my opinion, will be down in the description. The lives will be recorded and uploaded. But that's it. So have a great day. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you all in my next videos. I'll keep